So upon them arriving, we should greet them with a hug. A hug means a lot to someone who's had a rough day, a bad day, going through, haven't had a hug that day.
We need to truly welcome in people, truly welcome in the world, create an atmosphere that says this is a no judgment zone. We all fall short.
People want to go somewhere and feel like they're a part of what's going on. And the church has to do a better job of being more accepting, because you can't clean a fish until you catch a fish. And too many times we're throwing them right back into the water before we ever get an opportunity to help them.
We can look different to a non-believer.
The church is just as diverse as school or the workplace, things like that. So depending on the house, they could see love. Depending on the house, they could see chaos, confusion, or a spirit of unity. They could see family. Hopefully, our house would reflect the family feel.
To non-believers, sometimes it looks like a play, and everyone has a part to play.
It looks like a place that they can come to when they get it together. That's what I hear a lot. Well, as soon as I get this together, or as soon as I get that together, as soon as I finish this, or as soon as I'm done with that, then I'll come. As soon as I stop smoking, as soon as I stop drinking, as soon as I end my relationship with this person or that person, then I'll come. As soon as I finish school, as soon as I make amends with this person or whatever, then I'll come. And so they feel that the church is full of people that have it all together. And that's not the case. They don't realize that you come there to get it together.
Well, to the non-believer, I believe, unfortunately, the church looks like, in most cases, a bunch of shenanigans. I think for non-believers, they see a lot of, they think it's a show. They see a lot of people not being genuine. And I've even heard say that they feel the church folk are very hypocritical. And what the hard part is, they don't understand that these people are sick just like they're sick. But unfortunately, it's okay to see somebody else's sickness without trying to recognize what your own is. And so we have to make sure that the area is conducive for everyone, whether you're a believer or non-believer. And then we have to do a better job as Christians, making sure everything that we present is, first of all, God-led. If it's God-led, then the non-believer will eventually say, hey, maybe that's something I want to be a part of. But once we start pushing our own agenda and start pushing our own beliefs and forcing things down their throat, the non-believer is going to walk away, because they're not getting a chance to experience God. They're getting a chance to experience man.
Church should be a place where you come to find out what piece of the puzzle, where do I fit in this puzzle of life.
God's house should look comfortable, like home.
A place where people can come and just be free.
Like a place of love. It should be an atmosphere of love. We should have an atmosphere of unity.
I don't think the local church has failed. I think that sometimes the folks in the church need to make themselves available to those in the community to show that the church has not failed. What do I mean by that? How approachable are we?
Well, I would ask them to, first of all, look at what they considered as being failed. Because there's unique opportunities where maybe a church has failed them. Maybe a doctor has failed them. Maybe a lawyer's even failed them. But when you need them again, you go right back to them. And so at the end of the day, there's no perfect church. There's no perfect place. No, not one. And so I would tell them to stay encouraged, to pray over their situation, to seek God for themselves. If they got to lay prostrate before the Lord, seek God for themselves and ask them to send them to the place where they can grow, where they can be nurtured. Because unfortunately, there are some churches that have done people very, very wrong. And we have to accept that. But we can't accept the fact that we know there's people out there hurting and we're not doing our part to try to bring them back in. Probably not in most cases, because we're very quick to judge. And unfortunately, when people come into God's house that don't look like we look like, don't smell like we smell like, and don't act like we act, then we don't deem them as an individual who should be participating in this worship experience. When if we were to look back a little bit behind ourselves and hit rewind on our piece of equipment, we would see that not so long ago, we probably struggled from some of the same things that Dave's struggling with now. And so we have to make sure God's house is a house of prayer for all people, no matter where they are in their stages in life.
I love you, and I just want you to feel what I feel. I want you to have the experience that I experienced. It's so freeing. It's not the easiest thing to do. The commitment is a tough one, but we commit to anything we want to commit to. And this journey is so worth it. The rewards are so amazing, and I just would like for everyone to feel what I feel.
I believe that everybody really believes and knows in their heart that God is God. But sometimes we decide we're going to make the rules. And so we decide, well, I have a relationship with God and it's okay, just because we think that it's okay. But the Bible says that there is a way that seems right unto man, but the end thereof is death. God is still God. And so we want to make a right decision. We want to better our lives, and then we want to live life in the hereafter. And so if you want to be sure that you're going to be in the place where I know I'm going to be, heaven, then you should seek God with all of your heart.
A lot of our experiences with God are not going to just be these great experiences. God is a sovereign God. As much as he loves us, he also allows us to go through tribulations. But I think it was James who said trials and tribulations come about to make us strong. So if you're still here and you're still breathing, guess what? You have another opportunity to get it right. And if you're seeking God for yourself, you better seek him while he can yet still be found.